Have you ever asked yourself this shocking question? What if the first sign of losing your independence isn't your memory or your balance, but your muscles? Imagine this. You wake up one morning, reach down to pick up a grocery bag, and realize it feels heavier than it used to. You sit down in your favorite chair, and suddenly it takes effort just to stand back up. You tell yourself, it's just age. But is it? Or is it something else, something far more dangerous called sarcopenia, the silent muscle loss that affects almost every adult after 60? By the time most people notice, they've already lost up to 30% of their muscle mass. And with that muscle goes mobility, energy, and independence. Here's the shocking truth. You might be eating all the right foods, lean meats, veggies, even protein shakes, and still be losing muscle. Why? Because your body doesn't just need protein, it needs the right kind of protein at the right time. And the single most overlooked, most underrated food that delivers exactly that is cottage cheese. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cottage cheese? That simple white stuff sitting in the dairy aisle? How could that possibly compare to fancy protein powders or supplements? But science is clear. Cottage cheese contains a special type of protein called casein, and casein is unique. Unlike most proteins, which digest in just 2 to 3 hours, casein digests slowly, releasing a steady stream of amino acids into your bloodstream for 6 to 8 hours. Think about that. Most of your body's repair happens while you sleep. Yet for many seniors, those long fasting hours mean muscles are starving. Cottage cheese is like giving your body an overnight IV drip of recovery fuel, exactly when it needs it most. Scientific proof. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, 2012, showed that consuming casein protein before bed significantly increased overnight muscle protein synthesis in older adults. In plain English, that means cottage cheese can literally help you build and preserve muscle while you sleep. Search casein protein overnight muscle synthesis, British Journal of Nutrition. But the benefits don't stop at protein. Cottage cheese is loaded with calcium for bones, B vitamins to convert food into energy, and selenium, a powerful antioxidant that fights inflammation and oxidative stress, two major causes of aging and joint pain. It even contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps relax your body and improve sleep quality. So instead of tossing and turning, your muscles and joints can rest, repair, and wake up stronger. I'll never forget a patient of mine, Helen, 72 years old. She complained that every morning she felt weaker, her knees ached, and she dreaded climbing the stairs. She had already given up her evening walks. We didn't put her on an expensive supplement. We didn't hand her another pill. Instead, we added one simple serving of cottage cheese to her nightly routine, sometimes plain, sometimes mixed with blueberries or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Within a month, she came back beaming. "Doctor," she said, "I wake up feeling lighter. My joints don't scream at me anymore. And I actually look forward to walking again." And here's the beauty of it. Cottage cheese is endlessly versatile. Don't like it plain? Add berries for antioxidants, chia seeds for fiber, or avocado slices for healthy fat. Want something savory? Mix in tomatoes, cracked pepper, or herbs. It takes seconds to prepare. It's easy to digest even for those sensitive to meat or heavy proteins, and it costs less than your morning coffee. No powders, no gimmicks. Just real food, scientifically proven to fight sarcopenia and give you back the strength age is trying to take away. But here's the thing, cottage cheese works overnight. But what about during the day? What about the meals that fuel your muscles and bones when you're up, moving, and living your life? For that, we turn to a cheese most people think of as just a garnish. But in reality, it's a bone and muscle powerhouse hiding in plain sight. And I guarantee, after you hear this, you'll never look at Parmesan the same way again. Now, if cottage cheese is the quiet nighttime healer, then Parmesan is the bold daytime warrior. Most people see Parmesan as just a topping, something you sprinkle over pasta or soup without a second thought. But what if I told you that Parmesan is one of the most concentrated sources of protein and bone-building minerals in the entire cheese family? For seniors over 60, this makes it nothing less than a secret weapon against weakness, fractures, and loss of independence. Here's why. A single ounce of Parmesan, just a small handful of shavings, delivers about 10 grams of complete protein. That's more than most yogurts or eggs in the same amount. And unlike soft cheeses, Parmesan is naturally very low in lactose, which means it's easy to digest even if you've struggled with dairy sensitivity as you age. Scientific proof research published in the Journal of Dairy Science confirms that hard cheeses, like Parmesan, are not only protein-rich, but also provide highly bioavailable calcium and phosphorus. These two minerals work together. Calcium forms the structure of your bones, while phosphorus maintains their strength and flexibility. Search Parmesan Cheese Protein Calcium, Journal of Dairy Science. Why does this matter so much after 60? Because as bone density declines, the risk of fractures skyrockets. One bad fall, one brittle bone, and suddenly the life you've built walking, shopping, traveling becomes fragile. Every bite of Parmesan is like adding a layer of armor to your bones and muscles, one that's scientifically proven to hold. But Parmesan's benefits don't stop there. It's virtually carb-free. That means it won't spike your blood sugar or insulin, a huge advantage for seniors managing weight, energy, or diabetes. High blood sugar doesn't just affect your waistline. It inflames your blood vessels and accelerates aging. Parmesan is a way to nourish your muscles and bones without the crash, without the damage. Think about it this way. Parmesan is flavor-dense because it's aged and crumbly. Its sharp taste means you don't need much. Just a sprinkle transforms steamed broccoli into a bone-strengthening meal. A shaving or two over scrambled eggs boosts protein without adding bulk. Toss it into vegetable soup, and suddenly you've upgraded dinner from ordinary to medicinal. I remember Samuel, a 68-year-old retired mechanic. He laughed when I first suggested Parmesan. "Doc, that's just something for fancy Italian restaurants," he told me. But we added a small daily dose grated over vegetables, a few slices with his lunch. 3 months later, his blood sugar stabilized, his doctor lowered his medication, and the best part? He told me, "I can climb stairs without pulling on the railing now. My legs feel stronger, steadier." That wasn't luck. That was nourishment. And here's something most people overlook. Sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss, isn't just about lifting heavy weights. It's about everyday life. Rising from a chair, carrying groceries, walking without fear of stumbling. Parmesan may look small, but every gram of protein and calcium is quietly stacking up, protecting your independence. But if Parmesan is the daytime defender, what about the quick repairman, the food that can rush amino acids to your muscles immediately after activity, just when your body needs them most? For that, we turn to a cheese often overshadowed, yet crafted from the very same protein found in high-end powders. Except here, it comes in a creamy, whole food form. And when I tell you what ricotta can do, you'll realize you've been overlooking a true hero hiding in plain sight. If cottage cheese is the nighttime healer and Parmesan is the steady daytime defender, then ricotta is the quick response hero. Soft, creamy, and often overlooked, ricotta is one of the most underrated tools for seniors fighting muscle loss after 60. And here's the secret. Ricotta is made from whey protein, the same protein used in some of the world's most expensive muscle-building powders. The difference? Ricotta is whole food, no chemicals, no artificial flavors, no strange aftertaste, just real, nourishing nutrition that your body recognizes immediately. Why does whey protein matter so much? Because it's a fast-digesting protein. Unlike casein, which works slowly over hours, whey floods your muscles with amino acids within minutes. That makes ricotta especially powerful right after activity, whether it's a walk around the block, gardening, or even light resistance exercise. Your muscles are primed for repair, and ricotta delivers exactly what they need. Scientific proof research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2009, showed that whey protein stimulates muscle protein synthesis more effectively than slower digesting proteins, particularly in older adults. Search whey protein muscle protein synthesis, AJCN older adults. This means adding ricotta to your post-activity meal can directly slow the muscle loss that comes with age and even rebuild what's already been lost. But ricotta offers more than protein. It's a rich source of calcium, vital for bone health, and vitamin A, which supports immune function and tissue repair. For seniors, this is critical because appetite often shrinks and nutrient absorption declines with age. Every spoonful of ricotta delivers dense nutrition without overwhelming your stomach. And because it's soft, gentle, and easy to chew, it's perfect for those with dental issues or digestive sensitivity. Now let me tell you about Margaret, 74 years old. She loved gardening, but told me her arms ached for days after pulling weeds. She'd started avoiding her favorite hobby. We added just half a cup of ricotta into her lunches, sometimes spread on toast with berries, sometimes mixed into scrambled eggs. After 6 weeks, she came back smiling. "Doctor, I spent all Saturday in the garden. My arms were sore, but by the next morning, I felt strong again." That wasn't a supplement. That was food working in harmony with her body. And ricotta is versatile. Want it sweet? Pair it with blueberries or a drizzle of honey. Want it savory? Mix with spinach, herbs, or fold it into pasta. You can even blend it into a smoothie for a creamy protein boost. No prep, no pills, just simple, delicious food that doubles as medicine. Scientific note studies also show that whey proteins like ricotta contain bioactive peptides that may help lower blood pressure and improve vascular function. That means ricotta isn't just supporting your muscles. It may also be protecting your heart and circulation. Search whey protein peptides blood pressure, AJCN. Here's the deeper truth. After 60, fighting sarcopenia isn't about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Your muscles need both slow fuel, like casein from cottage cheese, and fast fuel, like whey from ricotta. And together, they cover every phase of repair. Casein protects you overnight. Whey rescues you during the day. And when paired with Parmesan's bone-strengthening power, you've built a foundation for lasting independence. But there's one more piece of the puzzle. Because while these 3 cheeses can rebuild strength and stability, your daily choices, the balance between what heals and what harms, will decide your future. And if you stay with me for the final part, I'll show you how to put it all together into a simple plan. Plus, the one mindset shift that can mean the difference between weakness and independence for the rest of your life. So now we've uncovered the truth. 3 simple cheeses, cottage cheese, Parmesan, and ricotta, aren't just foods. They're medicine for your muscles, your bones, and your independence after 60. Cottage cheese works while you sleep, feeding your body slowly and steadily through the night. Parmesan builds bone strength and gives you concentrated protein without spiking blood sugar. Ricotta delivers fast fuel, rushing amino acids to your muscles exactly when they need them most. Together, they form a powerful trio: your shield, your builder, your rescuer. But knowledge alone isn't enough. What matters is how you use it. Because the difference between decline and resilience often comes down to small daily habits. Choices so simple they almost seem too easy. Yet over weeks and months, they stack up, and they change everything. Here's a plan you can start tonight. At dinner, add a scoop of cottage cheese. Let it fuel your overnight repair, protecting your muscles during the longest fast your body faces each day. Tomorrow, sprinkle a few shavings of Parmesan over your vegetables or eggs. That single choice strengthens both your bones and muscles. And because it's flavor-rich, you'll enjoy every bite. And after your walk, your garden time, or even light stretching, treat yourself to a spoonful of ricotta. That quick shot of whey protein will help your muscles recover faster and keep you active longer. Scientific reminder, British Journal of Nutrition. Casein protein boosts overnight muscle synthesis. Journal of Dairy Science. Parmesan delivers bioavailable calcium and protein for bone health. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Whey protein, found in ricotta, stimulates muscle repair in older adults. These aren't fads. They're peer-reviewed, scientifically proven truths you can verify on Google right now. Now imagine what happens if you follow this rhythm for a month. You wake up with less stiffness. Climbing the stairs feels smoother. You carry groceries without strain. 3 months in, your doctor notices stronger labs, better blood sugar, stronger bones, more stable weight. 6 months in, you're walking with confidence, maybe even playing with your grandchildren again, without the same fear of fatigue or falling. That's not fantasy. That's food, working for you instead of against you. And here's the most important mindset shift. Aging doesn't have to mean weakness. Yes, sarcopenia is real. Yes, muscle loss after 60 is common. But common does not mean inevitable. You still have power. Your body is still listening. Every bite, every choice is a message. Feed it the right foods, and it will respond. I've seen it over and over again. Men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, regaining strength, rediscovering energy, and reclaiming their independence. And it never started with a miracle pill or a fancy supplement. It started with simple food choices, consistent, intentional, powerful. So I want to leave you with this. Tonight, when you open your fridge, don't just see food, see possibility. See your future self stronger, steadier, freer. Pick one cheese, add it to your meal, and let that one choice become the spark for change. If this video gave you value, do one more thing. Like this video so more people can find it. Share it with someone you care about because chances are they're fighting the same battle with muscle loss. Comment below and tell me which of these cheeses you'll try first. I read every comment, and your story matters. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the weekly science-backed tips that can help you stay strong, sharp, and independent. Remember this as you close your eyes tonight. Your body is always working to heal you. It is always fighting for you. All it asks is that you give it the right tools. And sometimes, those tools are as simple as a spoonful of cheese. Sleep well, stay strong, and never forget you are not powerless. Your strength is waiting. You just have to feed it.